So hey guys, this is Alok and I hope you all are doing very well. So today's problem, like I am going to discuss that mean maximization, which is of January cook of 2022 div 2 problems. So the basically problem statement says that JJ loves playing with the averages and he has an array A of length n. He want to divide our array A into two non-empty subsets, which is P and Q, such that the value of mean of P and mean of Q, the addition of mean and P and Q is large as possible. Okay, so note that each at I must belong to either P or subset Q. Help him to find minimum of mean P plus mean of Q. So basically what we have to do, we are given an array and we have to divide the array in two parts, and we have to take the mean of those different parts, and finally we have to add them and make the sum as large as possible. Okay, so there is an example. We can say there's 3 1 4 5. That's the example array, we can say, and we have to divide this array in two parts. So like mean, we can say the this of this array is 3145 by 4, which is 3.25. So that's the mean, basically the basic idea of mean. So let me tell you with that help of the test cases. So um, you can see the test cases. First one is the number of test cases, second one is the number of array of the test cases. So like length of the array, basically. So let's test for that second one, which is having 2 length and having 4 and 5. These are the elements of the array. So there are two elements we have to divide in P and Q, or we can say two subsequences. So we are having only one option. We can divide this as 4 as the one array, one sub array, and 5 as the other sub array. And we have to return that sum of the mean, which is basically going to be 4 plus 5. So basically 9. So it is that pretty easy one, and we are going to let's do with that another test case, which is this one. So we are having 5 elements in the array, and elements are such as 2 2 2 2 2. So how can we divide it? We can divide it as this as a first part, and this is a second part. So what's the a mean of the first part? First part's mean is 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6, and by 3, as you all know about the definition of mean. So 6 by 3 is going to be 2, and 2 plus 2 4 by 2 is going to be 2. So when we are going to add the answers of those things, then we are getting 4, basically. So these things basically we have to return, and as you can see that the output is the same, 9 and 4. So let's try to solve this. So the basic idea of that approach, we can say, what we are I'm having, which is we just have to exclude that last element. Okay, let me tell you some intuition behind that. So what's the intuition? Basically, let's suppose we are having 6 7 8 9 4 length array, and array elements are such as. Okay, so what we have to do, first just exclude that first element, and for the one array, and take another 3 elements for the second array. Okay, let's do it. So what will be there? 6 by 1, this is the mean of the first array, and the mean of the second array is basically 7 plus 8 plus 9 by 3. Okay, so what's that exact answer of that? 7 plus 8 plus 9, it is 24 by 3. So what's the output of 24 by 3? It is basically 8. Okay, so just note it down. We are having 6 plus 8 for the first case. Okay, just note it down. What's the 6 plus 8? It is 14. So 14 as a first test case, and after that just merge 6 plus 7 as 6 plus 7 by 2 and 8 plus 9 by 2. Okay, so what's the output of this? Is basically 6 plus 7 by 2 is somewhere 13 by 2, and it is 6.5 something. And same as the different side, there is 8 plus 9, which is something somewhere around 17 by 2, which is 13.5, sorry, 6.5. So yeah, that is the output of those result, and what it is going to be 5.5.51, and 6 plus 8. 6 plus 8 is so yeah, it is going to be 15. Okay, so that's the output of the second test case, sorry, second part. now we have to do some one more thing. Let's check with that 14, 15, and now 6, 7 and 8, add them in the diff separately by 3, and another is 9 by 1. Okay, we have to add those things. So what's the output of this basically? So yeah, this is going to be the output of this one. So 21 by 3 is 7 basically, and 9 by 1 is 9. So what's the output is going to be? 7. So yeah, that's the output of that result, which is of 7 plus 9. Okay, so as you can see, we just want that addition is as maximum as possible. So from that first case we have that 14, that second case we have 15, and the final case we have 16. So what we have to do, we just have to find that maximum element of the array and take it as a separately, and other elements, or we can say minimum ones, or we can say other than the maximum, take it as a separate array. So when we are going to add those means, then we are getting only that final one, or we can say maximum one. Okay, so that's the basic approach of mine. Let's try to code it. Yeah, basically, so that's my code. As you can see, first of all I just take that input size of the array, then the array. Now I just take that so just take the array in as an input, and after that we just sorted that whole array and we have reversed it. Okay, so after that what we did, we just take first element as an in a temporary variable, which is a, and we just take the sum of the whole array after that. Okay, now we just find to the average of the first part, because the second part we are having that on the average, which is nothing but element by 1, which is the element only. Okay, so after that we just have to print that whatever the average is and whatever the next element is. Okay, so what is that we did here basically? Okay, so this is the nothing but we find the average of that, and this is the final answer. Okay, so for answer, for printing that answer, we have to use the set precision function, and for basically to print the double value. Okay, now I hope you get the solution.